Hello. Huskies back again with more Vancouver Canucks GM mode franchise mode commentary. Um, Last video we kicked off the first couple months of our season, and oh boy, it's been bad. Um, the idea of not tanking intentionally is kind of going out the window because, well, we suck, plain and simple. Our third and fourth lines are trash. Goaltending hasn't been the greatest. Injuries have been abundant. We currently sit last in the NHL, right behind the St. Louis Blues and the Carolina Hurricanes. So, I got a few comments from one person in particular who's real adamant about advice and how I should go about this. He mentioned not trading the Sedins. I already traded one of them, more or less because I want cap space now. And it kind of is a tank thing. Yeah, it was pretty much just to make space for players. If I go back to my edit lines, you'll see it's real rough right now. I've got 3 guys out with injuries. If I go to nope, not no line scratched. I'm missing Miller, Horvat, and Granlund. So it's a tough go of it. I'm a big fan of the Cedric Paquette edition. Although the fact that he has 60 faceoffs as a center really sucks. So I'm gonna need to grab. I would love to keep him as a third or fourth line bottom 6 guy. I think he's got a spot on this team. His defense is good aside from his faceoffs. He's gonna be a winger. He doesn't have the greatest offense. He doesn't have the greatest skating, but he's a grinder. He's a two-way forward. No, he's not even two-way. He's just defensive. He's a good bottom 6 guy I want to hold on to. Hansen's another one of those where I feel like he's a bottom 6 scorer. Like, he's a third line player. Because his offensive skills are above what they should be for his player role. So he can pretty much go anywhere. I would like for him to be a third. I'd like my third line to. Well, Paquette really doesn't have any offense. Another thing that the comment mentioned was nobody on my roster is safe, and he's right. Nobody is safe on this roster. The only guy that I'm going to stick with is my AHL goalie in Demko. He's the only guy not going anywhere. Because through 22 games, he's already up 2 overall points. So he's going to stay. And I'm hoping that these two, or Cole Castles improves. He's a top 9 forward. Sweat and Volk have the highest offensive awareness in my AHL system. They're both really bad. But at the same time, I'm not going to get much better. So I'm going to go ahead and get back. I also took a recommendation to turn injury occurrence down because I'm going to lose my mind with all the injuries. So I turned it down to 10. I'm hoping that it makes an impact. I'm going to sim here to right before the trade deadline. I took suggestions for prospects to go after, and I also did a little time in between videos to kind of scout out and research some third and fourth line guys that might be worth trading for now and holding on to them because they're younger guys. A couple of those names were Joel Colborn. God. Alright, Ryan Miller's back. Of Calgary, I believe is where he's at. I don't remember off the top of my head. He's a good two-way forward, center, third or fourth line guy. Another one to look at is Christian Dvorak of the Arizona Coyotes. I think he's a center? He might be a winger. A first-round pick for Henrik Sedin. Now, as nice as that is, Ottawa's got a fairly good record. So I'm going to decline that and hold on to it. Henrik Sedin, if he gets dealt, I don't think I'm going to do it this year. I think I'm going to hold on to him and move him at the draft. Maybe to try to move up in the first or second round. I don't think he's worth the first round pick. I made the trade for Daniel for a first round pick earlier in the season. This was before I got feedback and kind of rethought my whole process here. Another thing I should have thought about was I should have turned GM firing off, because I really want to stick with Vancouver, and I feel like I'm going to go ahead and best lines. Actually, well, Jake got worse. Now that I think about it, Jake's a scorer, right? Yeah, he's got good. Horvat's got good offensive awareness. I think I'm going to put Eriksson down on the second line with Hansen and Horvat. And this way, Sedin with his 91 offensive awareness and senses. I think this Jake, Sedin, and Barshy line is something to maybe help them progress a little bit. Sven's on his way out because he's top 6 forward. He's 24 years old. I don't think he's got a lot of points. He's got 22 points, and we're at like 50 games. I'm really hoping, because we are a rebuild team, these losses really aren't affecting us that much. But man, do we suck. And I'm glad to see that the injury occurrence thing has an effect on it. At least it seems like it does, so thank you for the suggestion. I would have lost my mind making all those moves. Who do I need to send down? I don't have extra defense, so I'm going to send these two guys down and call up a defenseman. I'm going to call up Larson. I'm just going to call up Larson for now. I don't care if they go on waivers. What has to be fixed? I'm assuming my AHL has to be... Oh, he was... Oh, shit. Whoops. Well, I get Granlund back. Isn't he a center? Yeah, he's got 73 face-off, so he can play center. Paquette's not going to be a center. That 60 face-off is just... What are my face-off numbers? 82 for Horvat. 80 for Sutter. 75 for Sedin. And 70 for Granlund. 73. So I've got a decent face-off, guys. Do I have anybody to scratch? It shouldn't be. Should I start? Should I put Larson in? I really feel like this Stetcher guy needs to play. I also want Hutton on the first line because he turns into a monster, I feel. And then goalies, I've still got Miller. Markstrom's going to have to go because his morale is shit. I'm going to have to make changes here. Oh, I don't want Chaput. Chaput. I don't know how to say his name. Magna, you... Okay, you can go. Where's Castles? Castles is really the only guy down here that I want to progress. I would love for this Vol kid to progress too, but I don't see it happening. He's only an AHL top 6, right? Yeah. But who knows? Hey, we won a game. We've won 3 games in the month of January. Holy shit. Fan happiness was a 48. Locker room chemistry is a 69. Oh, this is rough. 15, 30, and 6. Alright, so we're coming up very quickly on the trade deadline. I'll stop it on the 22nd or the 23rd. And I'll go scout out a couple of prospects that was suggested. The big one that I want to go after is a kid in Pittsburgh, Sprong. He was suggested, and Pittsburgh has him on the trade block, so he's not a hard get. We lost 8-0 to Columbus. Well, we haven't scored in 3 games. And then we win. We beat Boston. What the fuck is this team? I might actually turn injuries up a little bit. I like that they're not happening, but I would like to see them occur somewhat. I don't know. I feel like that's a slider I have to play with. 17-30. So we beat the Penguins and we beat the Bruins. But we can't beat fuck all anybody else. 6-0. We got shut out 4 times this month already. We're not even done with the month. Alright. So we got a week till the deadline. I mean, our goalie's terrible, but Miller's not awful, I don't think. All right, so let's go to trade and improve. This is definitely going to be. I'm not trading any draft picks. I would love to bring in draft picks, but I'm going to show you guys the players that I want to look at. The first one being Christian Dvorak. He's 21 years old. He's got a medium top 6 potential. He's a sniper. Oh, maybe I was looking at him because he was a young offensive kid, not a two-way forward. I think that's what it was. He's got good offensive awareness. He's cheap. Right? Yeah, he's on an entry-level contract. I think he's someone to grab. As in a prospect to kind of just throw on the second line for this year and go. Another guy that I was recommended was Sebastian O. Yeah, this guy. 19 years old. He's already an 80 overall. I think he got a boost in the more recent roster update because I think he's got NHL time this year. Not entirely sure. He's someone I was suggested to look at. He doesn't have that great a trade value, so I could grab him probably. The other guy I was suggested was Jacob Varanen. Varanen. I can pronounce all these guys' names except for the ones that matter. The ones I'm looking at. Jacob Varanen. I don't know. Alright, so he's got pretty high trade value. He's an 80. Again, sniper, good offensive skills. First round pick 2 years ago. Good skating. What's his salary? Nothing. What's Burkowski's salary? Nothing, but he's got to re-sign. Alright, so the first guy I'm going to go after is that Pittsburgh player Sprong, if he's still on the block. He's not on the block anymore? No, he's still on the block. Okay, so he's a 73 overall. He's a junior player. And I can't look at him because the trade screen breaks. So let's look at him. He's a sniper. Well, most of these kids I looked at were snipers because you're going to need goal scoring going forward. Second round pick, top 6 forward, 19 years old. He would spend the rest of the year in the CHL. He would hit the AHL next season. He'd probably play on the first line with some decent offensive awareness guys if I can find them. But let's see what it would take to get him. Like I said, I'm not trading draft picks. They're a champion, right? So they want... Yeah, so they would want real players. So this is where it comes in. I don't want to trade Tanev or Hutton. Edler, on the other hand, I'm not against moving Alex Edler. Because I have good defensive depth in terms of talent. Like, I've got this kid who I hopefully become something in this one. In my Minnesota one, he didn't become shit. He was an 81. But I've got Subban in the minors, who could be a serviceable third or fourth line or a third pairing D-man. I've got Stetcher, who's already there. I've got Chamakin. I don't know how to say your name. Nikita. He's playing first line AHL minutes. Spiza. I don't have an expensive decor right now. Tanev, I think he's got 1 year left, so he's gonna. Oh, he's got 4. Oh, he's a great signing. Hutton's the one I have to sign. No, I don't have to sign anybody. Really? Just this kid. And he's a defensive D-man. So what I think I do... I know I was suggested to move like my shitty AHL players because you can stack them up and trade them. But I think I can grab... Can I get... That looks fairly close, doesn't it? Yeah, I think so. Let's throw in a third. Let's see if I can... Alex Edler for... What's your first name? Devin? Darren? Daniel. Daniel Sprong a second and a third. Alright, so there we go. I wonder if I could have got more. We'll just do an assistant coach best fit roster for the time being. I feel like that might not have been a greatest deal. Who's a playoff team? Well, let's see. Who else would I want to... So right now I have 2 firsts and 2 seconds and 2 thirds in the first year draft, which is very good. I don't think there's anybody else I'd really want to move right now. The only other guy, yeah, see, this Castles guy's got decent trade value, so he might be someone to keep an eye on. I would love for him to progress. He'd be a great third line, fourth line guy to, because he's got defensive stuff, right? Yeah, it's not greatest, but it's not bad. And he's a two-way forward. He's got face-offs. The face-offs are big. Let's I don't want to make this video too long. We're already at 15 minutes. Who else do I want to look at? Let me see if I can grab that Carolina kid. Sebastian. Yep. Sorry about the long pause there. Had to converse with parent. Alright, so who was I doing again? Sebastian, right. This kid. Very low trade value. They have, like, this is, Jesus. What was this trade value? What could I get for him? What do they want? They probably want, yeah, they want younger kids. Granlund might not be a terrible trade option. He's a two-way if he's got shitty defense. When's this kid gonna hit the NHL? Oh god, I hate the trade screen that it breaks so much. He's in the NHL now. So now, do I trade for him and put him in the NHL and play him first line next to Sedin? Let's see what I can move for him. Oh, he's not in NHL ready. Very well be ready next season. I think I'm gonna move Granlund. They do want him, but I'd probably have to give him something else. They'd have more than 45. Okay, so the fucking god, I hate the trade screen. So now I have extra. I don't have. Who did I trade my 4th round pick to? Oh, you know what? I must have had it. So Granlund in a 5th for Sebastian Aho. Let's try it. Let's see if it goes through. Trade rejected. All right. So the 5th round pick isn't gonna work. Let's try a different skater. Let's try one of these AHL. Let's try Breezewa. They'd still have more than 45. Trade value significantly higher. Let's bring in somebody to play this year. Let's try to bring back Stallberg. And give me a 4th. So Aho, Stallberg, and a 4th for Granlund and Breezewa. Trade rejected. Value's just a little low. So let's move the 4th to a 5th. Let's take the Bruins 5th and try it again. Trade accepted. Alright. So Sebastian's going to hit up the AHL first line. So let's go to our roster moves. I'm going to look to make one more trade for a prospect. I might go after the Washington kid that in the comment mentioned, Varanen. What do we got? Who's up here and who shouldn't be? I don't want you up here. I don't want you up here. Stallberg's up here, that's fine. What's Skilly's offensive? Are there offensive awareness guys that I can send down? I really don't have anybody I want to send down. Yeah, because I'm getting too high on the list now. If I send down Burrows, he's got decent offensive awareness. Well, here, let's see. What's in the system right now? I'm sending down 2 forwards. I'll bring you up. Confirm. Alright, now let's go to edit lines. Let's best lines in the NHL. I don't mind that Stahlberg edition. He's got no defense. Like I said, the Stahlberg was just to fill an NHL roster spot for the rest of the season. He's only got 1 year left on his deal. He's only making 1.5. It's just to ice an NHL roster and to make that trade a little more realistic. Defense, I gotta put Hutton back on the first pairing. That's right, so I don't have... So I'm actually gonna put Stetcher on the second pairing. And that gives Larson NHL time. Alright, goalies, it should still be Miller and Markstrom. Yep. Alright, AHL. Let's best lines this, so it should put... No, okay, puts him on the first pairing. So let's look. 80, oops, 78, 81, 80, 79, 81, 76. Alright, so I don't have the greatest in terms of... What to do. I get this guy in the lineup, obviously. What is his offensive awareness? 74. Not great. Why does Derek Dorsett have better offensive or whatever? That's fine. Alright, 79, 80. Actually, I probably should put this kid up here. Alright, before I get too far into this, let me fix it so I can use my defense. Alright, this kid, I'm going to leave on the first pairing for this year. He's going to be on the NHL roster next season. You're going to be... Viega's probably going to be a 7th D-man. And these two... Actually, let's move Subban up to the first pairing. Let's see if we can get him going. I've got defensive prospects, so I'm okay with that. And then goalies, it should still be Demko. Alright, so let's see if we can grab this Vernanen kid. Veranen. I gotta figure out how to pronounce his name. Alright, at 22 minutes? Yeah, so this will be the last thing I do this video is this Vernanen trade. Alright, so they're interested in giving away draft picks. I can use it. They don't have a second or a third. So they don't want to trade him. He's got decent trade value. What do you want in return? You want big name players because you're a playoff team. Right. Shit. I'm not interested in trading any of these D-men away. I like our decor where it is. The only guy I think I would move is Stetcher. But he's 22. I mean, I'm moving... I've got defensive depth. I don't have any forward depth prospect-wise. What are you interested in giving away? Because I have to take somebody back. I'll take this kid. Wait. You don't have a contract, so that doesn't help the cap space issue. 19 years old, top 6. Yeah, you know, I'll try to get him. Alright, so the trade value's heavily in their favor. Shit, man, I don't know. These guys don't all have contracts, I don't. So, an unsigned D-man and Stetcher for Vernanen and Johansson. It's going to be close. Yeah, so the trade value isn't there. Let's look at forwards, because I'm bringing forwards back. Do you want Dorsett? Let's throw in a shitty draft pick too. I'm the fucking Maple Leafs from this past year. I'm just stocking up on draft picks. Give me a 6th. The 6th, Johansson and Vernanen, I figured it out. For Stetcher, essentially. It says it's Vernanen for Stetcher. Stetcher's an NHL ready defenseman. This kid is an NHL ready player. He's on their NHL team, but he's gonna spend a year in the AHL. He's gonna play with Sebastian. I need a center to play with them. Propose the deal. Trade rejected. Wow, so there's still... So let's take away the draft pick and try it again. Still way off, huh? Alright, so let's take away Dorsett. And who did they want? I don't want to give him Paquette. I really like Paquette. They want centers. Let's try this kid. I think it's still too low. God, come on, let me go down to propose trade. Propose trade. Alright, so the value just isn't there. So let's take Dorsett off. Let's give him this other Lebate. Let's try this deal. Lebate, Zelewski, and Stetcher for Vernanen and Johansson. We would take him, so they don't want him. Alright. This might be use one of my extra trade bits here. I give you Pittsburgh's third that I just grabbed. Man, they are stingy. Alright, let's take Johansson away, because I think that's not what's not doing it. He's too high a trade value. Let's try this kid instead. Trade value is much higher on my side, but I have to factor in the fact that they don't want to trade away Varanen. Give me a fourth. A fourth Hobbs and them for Stetcher and Zalusi. Man. Alright, take away the fourth. How about now? Still not enough. How about that Pittsburgh third? I feel like I'm giving up too much. Alright, so that's... So I brought in Varanen and Sebastian. Both guys were recommended to me. I'm gonna send him down, and I called up the defenseman I didn't want to call up. So where is he? Oh no, it sent him down. Did it send him down? Is this the guy I want down there? Yeah, that's what I want down there. Okay. So who's on my NHL team defensively? Because I just traded away a defenseman. I need to call up a defenseman. Okay. We'll call up these two. Yes. Alright. And you know what? I'm at 27 minutes. I think I'm going to end it there. We'll best lines it real quick. We'll leave Sedin there. Oh, no. We'll leave Sedin there. We'll put Vernanen. We'll put Jake on the first line. I like this. I like the way the lines are all set up defensively. Hutton on the first pairing. This is fine how it is. AHL. Alright, so let's best lines this. Let's get you on the first line. So what's you have 83 offensive awareness, 80. I need a center that's got good offensive awareness. What's Dvorak? You're not a center though, are you? You're a left winger. Shit. Yeah, I knew that'd be an issue. Fuck. Cause what's his offensive awareness? 86. Oh man, you'd be a great addition just to put down there. Well, you're a left winger. Fuck. What about that? What about Cole? This video is way longer than I wanted it to be, but I think we got a lot done. Was it Calgary that Colborne's at? Fuck, I don't remember where he is. Shit. He's gonna drive. He's not in Chicago. Damn it. I could just look this up on my phone. I really want a center for that first line, but I think Castles might be okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it there. I think that's going to be the end of it. I think I make more than enough moves. I still have a lot of my big guns available to trade. If I see fit. Let's go ahead and edit the lines. Make sure this is all up to par. Yep, that's how I want it to be. Should have put Skilly on the third line. Defense is set. AHL. I'm going to put Castles on this first pairing, this first line. What's his offensive awareness? It's only 74. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that. 76. 80. I really don't have anybody that's much better, do I? In terms, because I need a guy that can win faceoffs too. Oh, this Pascal kid can win faceoffs. going to put this Pascal cadet forward up here. I'm going to put Castles up here. And let me make sure they're on the power play units. That's 4-on-4. It's special teams, you numbskull. Alright, so you get swapped out with the left winger. Oh, he's a right winger. Nope, no, he's a center. What the? Is he already on the line? Yeah, there he is. Alright, there we go. Change the current line. 4-man power play. I'm gonna put them both on the 4-man. No, I'm just gonna put one of them. Except he's already there, isn't he? Oh, no, fuck. I hate misclicking on the menus because it takes forever to get back to the menu. Changing current line, and then my second, this will be Castles, changing current line, and this will be Sebastian. Alright, I think we are, oh, wait, this is going to suck if either of them get hurt, having to do all this shit again. Wait, he's already there. Castles. How long is this video? 30 minutes. Well, I guess it was a trade deadline video. This is what I kind of wanted to do. Subban, do you have offense? You do. You have nasty offense. I hope you progress. Let's get that other kid up there. Alright, I am set. Goalies, Stoldemko, Sebastian, Pelterier, and Varanin. Alright, that's going to do it for this video. We made a lot of progress in terms of the team, I think. I appreciate the recommendation on the players from Silva in the comments. Yeah, so we'll see where this gets us. Thank you for watching. If you want to see when the next videos are uploaded, be sure to subscribe to the channel. They're a every other day upload. Although if I ever make the playoffs, which hopefully I will, those will be everyday uploads, but we'll worry about that when I get there. Be sure to hit like if you enjoyed it. Leave comments. I do subscribe. We have a nice little chat. I take all advice, recommendations, criticisms, whatever you want to call it, and we'll chat it up. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.